Good afternoon, sporting fans from around the world. Today's the day you've been waiting for. Probably the greatest sporting event on the calendar. Today's intramural softball championships here at Pacific Lutheran University. Today we have the defending league champion Stadium Slammers looking to repeat as champions, taking on the newcomers Well Swung. I'm Mark Albanese and I'm here with League Commissioner Robert Thompson. And Rob, tell us a little bit about these teams.
All right, let's start with the Stadium Slammers. These guys are absolute beast when it comes to the playoffs. Last year, championship run, magical. Championship finals, 2-0 last year with Tanner Perry on the mound, who is an absolute animal when it comes to the playoffs. Shutout last game of the semifinals, and I expect another shutout this game from Tanner Perry.
Perfect. And, the one criticism of this team, they were 5-0 in the regular season. Maybe that offense only had 3 runs in that semifinal win over Sons of Pitches. Who to look for on the offensive end?
Well, they got a lot of speed on the base path. Kelly White, who is an absolute blazing when it comes down to running, man. We've got her. We've got Derek Chase in the outfield, who actually has a pretty good bat. So I'd watch out for both of those. And Casey Ruther?
Absolutely. Yes, it's Ruther. Yeah.
All right. I mean, last year, finals, home run to lead off the game. Game changer. This year, I don't know what's happening, but he slid down the lineup. He's batting 6th today. Might be in the doghouse with the manager. I'm not really sure.
Maybe he'll call a shot on his first at-bat. And, talking about that move down the lineup, is this a money ball type thing? Are they trying to play some percentages, maybe some stats we don't even know about that they're looking at? But certainly Mazziotti, he's batting 500 on the season, so certainly something to look out for. First baseman, he's all about all-you-can-eat at Trapper Sushi, which just opened up down the way. Certainly a great choice. I know you don't like seafood, but you're missing out, man.
That's all right. That's still a lot of power. That sushi's got to give him some power. So
yeah, absolutely. And you talk about Derek Chase. He's a guy, he enjoys Legos and yoga away from the diamond. He also stays in shape by playing football. A lot of these guys in the off season, they got to stay in shape somehow, so they put on the plastic helmets and run into each other. And I've been told it helps out with your softball game. This team can certainly hit for power, but I don't know. I think there's maybe better off-season activities they could be doing to elevate their game.
Completely agree. I'm always a little skeptical on anyone football off-season. I mean, come on, focus on intramural softball.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
get your priorities straight here. Football, Kelly White plays soccer. I mean, come on, get your priorities straight here. It's intramural softball all the time.
Yeah, I completely agree. Let's get into the other team. Well Swung. Now, I'm going my favorite MVP candidate and potential Hall of Famer, Matt Anthony, left fielder, absolute power, and he's got a good arm, great in the field. It's like a Mike Trout.
Yeah, absolutely. Or maybe the natural. If I'm not mistaken, he uses a wooden bat.
He does.
Did it get struck by lightning before the season started? Who knows? That's a man, absolute beast at the plate, hits for power. We've seen a couple go up on the top of the hill at Foss Field, so certainly a force to be reckoned with at the plate.
I had to check that thing for cork. He hit one so far, I literally picked it up, and there's no way anyone could have softball that far.
And at this point,
Impressive.
we do need to mention that they do PED testing in IM softball.
Have to.
So everybody is clean and on the level. There's no steroids. This is not Major League Baseball in 2000, 2001. We have cleaned up the game, and Commish, I really commend you on that initiative that you started a few years ago.
Thank you. There's a couple guys out there that I was a little skeptical today. Carson, I know you had brought him up, but he's clean. He's clean.
Yeah, well, I mean, his hobbies is doing biceps and triceps, but he definitely skips leg day, and it shows at the plate, too. He's kind of down there in the lineup. I mean, is he even in the top 9 at hitting? He's way down there.
He didn't make the semifinal roster.
Oof.
Wasn't in that game. So I was kind of, Carson, what's going on? He told me he didn't make the roster, but somehow must have got back in it because he's batting, I think he's probably batting 9 today.
Yeah, probably, but much like Major League Baseball, we actually expand the roster for the playoffs, and that's kind of why Carson, he wasn't eligible for that semifinal game, but now that it's the championship game, a couple more roster spots, and so they moved him back in as opposed to send him back down to the minors.
Yeah. That's a couple other guys to watch out. Colton, their third baseman, a lot of improvement and a lot of hustle. I mean, he played against our team, and I saw a slide from probably midway from first to second. Was called out, but man, the hustle, the heart, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, they call him the Pillsbury Doughboy. Maybe not a lot to look at, but most strikeouts in the league, but he's been improving. And right now, according to the writers and a lot of media that cover this league, he might be the odds-on favorite for most improved player this year.
That's true. And don't forget about Cole Chandler, too. Also off-season quarterback of the football team. This year, he's kind of going back and forth batting righty and lefty. Not too much.
You got to question that decision making. You got to make a decision and stick with it. There.
Not too much success lefty, but he keeps going out there. So.
And is that a matchup thing? When he's going up against a righty, he's hitting lefty, and vice versa, or how is he deciding which side of the plate he's going from?
Analytics, there is no rhyme or reason at all. So.
Tells you a lot about Will Swung. And at this point, it should be worth noting that these are the last two teams. How big is the league?
This year we had 8 teams in the league. Unfortunately, we had so much power, so much success, and I guess our team didn't actually even make it in. That's how good this league is.
Yeah, and on the topic of losers, which I think very prominently falls on you, looking at the league stats, you did hit 140 this season. So you want to comment about your lack of power at the plate?
No. You're probably, our stats are probably a little bit incorrect. I would like to think I was actually the leader of our team, batting average.
You did lead off.
Lots of pop.
A lot of questionable managerial decisions. Maybe that's why our team is not in the championship game right now.
I think I'm going to have to talk to our statistics on that.
Yeah, that's fair, but I'm sure fans from home are really pumped that we're here on the broadcast. So, kudos to us for not being a good team and not making that final.
Yeah, so let's go predictions right now.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I'm going to go against the grain and go with Well Swung.
I mean,
they nailed us when we played them in the regular season. I think they're due to unseat a team that maybe they're a little overconfident.
Yeah, they did score 16 runs last game, but I'm telling you, man, Tanner Perry ready to shut them down. I've been seeing him working on a knuckleball pitch too, so watch out now.
Fair enough. The one thing I will say, I did see Carson Barnett before the game walking by on campus. He seemed a little bit nervous. I don't know if that's because he's finally back in the lineup or what, but you can definitely tell they're maybe not used to being in this position.
They're young.
I mean, is this one of those things that being a veteran really counts? Or
a lot of nerves. He's been nervous all season, though. I mean, again, he's been at the end of the order, not really getting a lot of PT. I'd be a little bit worried about my spot as well.
Fair point. And so what is your pick?
Again, Stadium Slammers. It's going to be a 4-1 game. And, hey, maybe next year, Well Swung, maybe next year. But this year, Stadium Slammers back-to-back champs.
Wow. You said it. Well, and I think we'd be remiss if we didn't mention, what are they playing for?
Oh, right here. You're going to earn this thing. It's the intramural, the most popular shirt on campus. Intramural championship shirt. And, of course, respect and pride and bragging rights.
Well, and that certainly counts for a lot. Bragging rights on campus and basically celebrity status here. You're a big man on campus if you can win this game.
Yeah, PLU, intramurals, that's what we do.
Perfect. And once again, good luck to all the competitors. We look forward to this game.
All right, let's get it going.
Intramural championship game here at beautiful Foss Field at PLU. Today, Stadium Slammers looking to become the, and to our knowledge, first back-to-back champion in league history, taking on the up-and-coming Well Swung. I'm Mark Albanese here with my colleague here, Rob Thompson, who's also double duty as the league commissioner. And Commish, tell us a little bit about these teams.
Mark, I am just excited. I feel like Jessie Spano from Saved by the Bell when she took those caffeine pills. That's how I'm feeling right now, man. All you need to know is basically 2 great teams here to have some fun and play some softball.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, both of these teams made their way here with big shutout victories in the semifinal round. Stadium Slammers a 3-0 win in their matchup, while Well Swung decimated their opponent. What was it, 17 runs in that semifinal?
16-0. And I'm sorry, is that a drone out there? Do you actually
think it is? Well, and that's how you know this is a big-time event. Move over, Goodyear Blip.
Wow.
We have a drone.
Yeah, that's out there, man. This is big. Every year it gets bigger and bigger.
And I've heard that some students have been scalping tickets, and certainly we have a crowd out there in the outfield beyond the green monster, so to speak.
That's fantastic. The brown
monster.
Brown
okay.
monster.
Yeah, it's been not too much sun, so it is a bit brown. We're just about set here for first pitch.
10 people on the field, you have 11.
And it looks like already controversy strikes.
Oh, boy.
Trying to sneak 11 people on the field today to start out the game.
Maybe that's why they've been winning so many games in the last 2 years, Mark.
I mean, you got to dig the opening game shenanigans, though. Anything to get the W.
Yeah. You would expect that, though, from a younger team.
Well, you know what? It's the wily veteran maneuvers. Let's see if the commish will notice or not. You didn't. Luckily, you have some pretty good student employees here, making sure everybody's above the level.
They are the best of the best. This drone is a little distracting for us, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a little loud, but
Gives me a headache.
I think we are just about ready to go.
Let's go, play ball.
And we're underway here at Foss Field. First pitch. High pop fly to the first baseman, and he drops it.
That is not the way.
Questionable fielding right there.
Yeah,
And an error to lead off the inning.
man, that is not championship material.
A
Little nervous.
He gets on base via the dropped fly ball.
Ooh, close call at first.
And they're calling him safe, it looks like.
Wow.
Must be that neon green shirt there. And we're going to see our first female at bat today. It's Cassie at the plate, rocking the hoodie. She swings. It's going to be a foul ball.
That's just a long foul ball.
Yep. Left fielder unable to corral that one.
Tyrese.
No, it's fine. And in softball, that is a strikeout right there.
Yeah,
That's the Tanner Perry. That's what I've been seeing all postseason. I don't know. Those first two batters. Whew.
well, you got to knock out the nerves.
Yeah.
This is a high-pressure situation.
Oh, boy.
Ball
That's
deep
double.
to the warning track. It's caught. And Cole has to skitter back to second base.
Cole's
on
head
that
is
one.
not in the game.
No,
right now.
he should have been tagged up on that.
Yeah.
You're talking about championship play. You got to have the heads up, wherewithal to tag up, know how many outs there are, and try and generate runs.
Zach
Ball
Lewis.
smoked past the third baseman. Cole's rounding home. We have our first run of this ball game.
Wow, Big Poppy driving in runs. I like that shirt, that Red Sox shirt.
Let's calm down a little bit over here. Getting a little too excited here, Rob. Nobody cares about the Red Sox. They're not in first place in the AL East right now. Let the record show. Cassandra pops up to the shortstop, and that will do it for the top of the first.
That's a good inning, though. Getting one.
And that's what you have to do in a championship game like this, grind out runs. Anything counts.
And that's actually an unearned run for Tanner's ERA right there. I mean,
It
that's
is.
a clear error
It
at
is.
first base. That
Yeah, you got to make that play.
You do.
I mean, I expect that out of dial-up internet, one of the worst teams in the league. Not
Easy.
a championship caliber squad like this.
easy.
It's a bit of a sore spot for Mr. Thompson, manager of dial-up internet. Season didn't go quite as planned.
I like the sportsmanship.
Shaking hands before the first
You know,
at-bat.
that's what I am softball's all about.
Well, exactly.
Sportsmanship.
Brotherhood, camaraderie.
Yep, and winning games.
Yep. And maybe some shenanigans trying to pull 11 people out in the field.
Yeah, we should count this. I think we're good right here.
They only have 10. Good.
And Derek will be the leadoff hitter for defending champion Stadium Slammers. Swing and a miss.
Oof. I like these pants, though. I don't like that swing, but these pants are kind of bringing back the early 90s, man.
Are they man capris? Are we in Europe? As he singles to the center fielder. Center fielder mishandles it. He's going to go for two. Dives into second
boy.
base. Savvy maneuver on the base pass, and that's what you need to do.
That's a veteran move right there.
It is. Well, next up will be Travis, and in the offseason, he's a football player, but certainly this is probably the biggest sporting event in his life. Liner up the middle.
Wow.
And he'll push Derek over to third. He's rounding home, and we're tied up today.
Just like that. It is going to be a high-scoring game today.
It's going to be a barn burner. Brings up our first female for Stadium Slammers, Kelly.
Yano's on deck. Doug's in the hole.
Kelly White.
Swing into the third baseman. He's going to turn.
Nope, can't turn it.
Just got one out on that one. The fielder's choice.
They broke up the double play right there. That was a
I know.
good slide. That was a good
I know.
clean slide.
Good clean slide.
Yeah.
Above board. This will bring up Yano. Again, the top hitter based on batting average.
Needs to redeem after that big first inning error inning mark. I can't even speak right now.
I know. I mean, I'm just dumbfounded by that play at first base.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's still marinating in his mind.
Let's see if he can make
He
up
needs to
for
make it up with his bat. Not a fan of that hat he's wearing. Chicago Cubs. Pops up
That's
to
gonna be trouble. That's trouble.
shallow. Right fielder could not handle it. He'll get 2 bases out of that. 2 runners in scoring position now for Stadium Slammers.
Carson actually center backing that play up.
Yeah, way to range over there. And that's what you need. Championship defenders that can range a lot in the outfield. This will bring up Doug. Patience at the plate as he takes a ball here. And Rob, why don't you talk a little bit about, they already start with a strike?
That's
Look at that catch.
Boy, that's mini Trout right there. Mini Mike Trout. And the awareness to throw it back in that quickly too.
Yeah. Negated any chance of a sac fly. Brings up Chloe. Chloe blasts it down. Foul ball. Just barely though.
That was almost trouble.
Well, it's a game of inches, isn't it, Rob?
You would know.
Don't know where exactly you're going with that. I would like to emphasize the S at the end of those inches. Ball put in play this time, down the line.
Foul ball. That is a foul ball. Great call by the umpire right there, and that is just a strikeout.
Wow. What a turn of events.
Momentum changer.
Yeah, and that
He
should
needs to go back.
And we should probably get Kelly to go back to third base then. I think there's some confusion by both squads
on this
here.
one. Hey, it's a foul ball. Although that could come back to haunt them.
It could. So we'll see if that that proves costly. And that's one of those things, you just got to put the ball in play.
There's one more way State Farm is here to help fight COVID. Provide home and auto and CLA Just talk to your CPA.
In the booth, that did look foul. That did look foul. I think that was a great call by Kendall, our umpire.
Yeah, and certainly it's kind of tough to call sometimes. We don't have lines painted down the way.
Oh boy, here it comes. Fan favorite.
Underdog story.
This is a big time underdog story.
I mean,
lot to prove here.
Yeah.
Lot to prove.
the guy representing every man who skips leg day.
I do
Carson
like
is your guy.
I do like the Kenny Griff style hat right here.
He's blasted to the shortstop.
Got him. He's got a lot of
Hung
speed.
him up.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. So bring up Heine. Nope, Colton.
Yeah, Heine with a wooden bat. And here comes Colton. Lots of hustle. Tanner's having a problem finding the strike zone right now.
Is it either that or Tanner's wisely not giving him anything to hit? I feel like this is probably a worthy person to walk. And he'll take that
He's
free
not
pass.
happy taking that walk, too.
No, absolutely not.
Oh,
Well, apparently that's only 3 balls.
okay.
Switching up his bat, mid at bat. There we go. There's the walk.
There's what he wanted. And he's just really showboating down the first baseline. You know, like that could be a potential being like if I'm on the mound, next one's high and inside.
Do we need a replay? Was there a bat flip on that walk?
I would not be pleased with that walk down to first.
The bat flip craze hasn't quite caught on in PLU intramurals quite yet.
Still time. Still time.
Touche.
Little grounder. That's going to be
Third
trouble.
baseman.
Ooh, great play by
Nice
the third
play by the
baseman.
infielder. 5-3 put out on that one. And we're still tied 1-1.
Stand behind me.
And again,
7 innings.
all right.
It's a fast game, Mark.
It is.
Everything's fast. Everything's fast.
Every run counts too with that, and certainly you got to maximize your plate opportunities.
Parker, who made that nice play at third base, is going to lead off this inning. Hey, Mark, did you know a couple years ago I actually hit it off Foss?
Parker, Casey, Kenna.
Right off Foss. I hit it right off Foss. Game-winning home run.
That sounds very made up.
Broke a window.
Right. Well, talking about Parker Smith, though, his hobby is dining in at convenience stores.
Ooh.
He's really big in those rotating hot dogs, apparently.
I mean, who isn't?
Oh, touche.
Dining in, though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trailblazer.
Yeah. It's got a lot of air in it. Oh, outfielder misplayed it for a second.
That could have been trouble.
That could have been a lot of trouble. Cass is pitching a gem right now.
She is. Tough pitcher to figure out.
It's true. I feel like she's talking a little bit of junk to the batter right now, who wants none of it.
Absolutely warranted as well.
And Casey has dropped down to 6th in the order.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I'm starting to see why. Look at this pure frustration.
I know. I mean, his ability, according to our report, is subpar. Oof. Hobbies include poetry and billiards.
Oh, here it is. Nice.
Blasted center field. He was looking for 2. Wisely decided to stay at first. That could have been trouble.
Jake, Mark.
All right, we've got McKenna, who, this is her first at-bat, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say we have not seen her yet today.
Also a great IM worker and names front desk attendant. Ooh. Let's see if she can make PLU Rec proud with a big swing here. Good eye.
Milking the count here. Ball in play. Catcher gets it. And Alligator arms it to first base. They get the
heads
out.
up. Casey with very smart base running right there.
He's a savvy
first
play.
to third on that swing bunt. That's someone who wants it.
Yeah. And that's how you win championships right there. Hustle like that. It's a great sack bunt to move the base runner over 2 bases.
You know, Stadium Slammers haven't lost a game in 2 years. And that's plays like that.
Great managerial decision there.
Big time.
Center fielder tracking back. This is his hat.
Is that going or is that ground rule double?
It's going to be a ground rule double. As Cole,
that is close.
Cole almost stumbled into that ditch when he's running backwards.
That looked very close. I would, I think Cole got away with one right there maybe, because that looked over the path, but...
And so talk again about what is the criteria for ground rule versus a home run.
There's a path out there, and it has got to go over. It's got to clear it to be a home run. If it doesn't clear and it goes in there, it's a ground rule double.
All right.
Oh, ball goes going home. Play at the plate right here. Safe. Oh, Casey, smart stuff. Oh,
and the Slammers take the lead. That's one of those. That ball went through the legs of both the third baseman and the shortstop on that play.
Man, speed is absolutely dominating right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speed on the base path.
And this is going to bring up Kelly again. You know,
speaking of speed right there.
Well, exactly. Flies it up to left field. Can of corn. That will do it for this inning. Slammers gets another run. They lead 2-1.
Pretty close game right now.
Really anybody's ball game right now, which is great. This is exactly what you expect in a championship caliber match. And while we have some dead time, Rob, how about you talk a little bit about what other sport offerings you guys have here in IMs?
Mark, you name it, we got it. We got
underwater basket weaving.
Oh man, next year. That's coming next year.
Okay.
Underwater basket weaving.
Anthony.
We've got
Australian football.
Garrett.
Okay, easy.
Field hockey.
Just about every single sport you can name, we've got.
Spike ball?
We had spike ball yesterday.
All right.
We had a spike ball champions named yesterday.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. But I'd say our most popular is inner two.
Like a blast.
And we've got Cass up at bat right now, another intramural worker, and a frequent player of just about every intramural sport out there.
And she's trying to help her cause on the mound.
And that's just a strikeout. Very disappointing. Oh, that was just a first?
Gets a second life here. Puts it in play. Third baseman gets it. That will be an out.
Outside of that first inning, Stadium Slammers have been pretty solid in the field out there.
Yeah, well, Tanner Perry's really buckled in inside the circle here. Hasn't given him much to hit.
We've got Garrett's at bat right now.
Lines back to the pitcher. Nice play there.
Cool, calm, collected.
Yeah, and I mean, this is kind of the dregs of the lineup right now. This is our 10 hitter. That was 9, 10, and next will be 11. So not exactly the stronger hitters in this lineup.
We've got Anthony's at bat right now. Goes opposite way. That could be a problem. Wow, great catch out there.
You got to wonder if that might have been a base hit had he not been wearing the sunglasses out there.
Cassie's up first. Cassie, then Walker.
Big time play out there in right field.
Tanner, Derek, Kelly.
And it should be noted we have several spectators here, including a cow and a hot dog.
Tanner, Derek,
So certainly people enjoying themselves out here at Foss Field.
Is there a hot dog out there?
Oh, there's a hot dog. Hot dog is the mastermind behind the drone.
We're going to have to get a shot of that in a little bit.
I feel like that might need to be your next intramural sport, hot dog drone racing.
Oh, I love that. Anything with hot dogs is always good.
Oh, exactly. You can't go wrong with that. Or maybe bratwurst.
Ooh, a little maybe Wisconsin for me, but.
Ooh, maybe not Wisconsin enough.
All right, we got pitcher versus pitcher.
Yeah. You gotta love playing by that National League rules, no designated hitters.
Great play by the third baseman right there.
Yeah, he's dialed in.
Yeah, Zach Willis. Usually plays shortstop, but today they moved him over.
Rocky that David Ortiz t-shirt jersey.
I love it. I love it.
Gotta love the t-shirt jersey. That's a solid play right there.
Chloe, you're on deck.
We're back at the top of the lineup.
Mr. Chase again wearing those are those culottes, clam diggers. What are those?
I don't really know. And those socks are actually tucked into those pants.
Yeah, bold move. Bold move.
This is
great range by the shortstop.
Oof. And Derek has some speed right there.
He does. That was a bang play.
Chloe. All right, Chloe's up. She had that controversial play hit towards that ended up being a strikeout.
Yeah.
Over the third base or to the left.
And that was a pretty big momentum changer.
Willis with a dive. Big
Gotta love that hustle. Gotta love the hustle.
And that is a strikeout right there. Whew. It's back-to-back strikeouts by Chloe. I think she's still a little upset over that foul ball call her last at bat.
Yeah,
and I would be too.
It's tough to shake something like that.
Yeah. Mark, you want to tell us a couple of these nicknames that are coming up here?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. So.
Little dead air. I'm going to cover for Mark.
Yeah, sorry, I totally lost in my thoughts of just
a long day.
How epic of Yeah, so, I mean, talking about some of these lesser-known individuals on the team lower in the lineup, Walker.
Mr. Know-It-All.
Yeah, you switched up the sheets on me. He's Mr. Know-It-All, and he loves long drives down to Oregon. And who doesn't? I know you're a big fan of long drives down to Oregon. Although I feel like your long drives down there, a bit of an asterisk because you only go down to Portland. You don't really venture into, what do they call it? I think on the license plates it says Pacific Wonderland.
Well, that could be a fun fact right there. I don't really know.
It is. I think it is.
Portland's a lovely city, though.
It is. Keep Portland weird, and certainly with you there, it fits the bill. Blast!
Back.
Yep.
Casey with a big play out there and left. Judged that ball perfectly.
Well, and if you're new to the game of intramural softball, certainly line drives are kind of the key to the game. Ball just kind of dies up there in the air.
Here we've got Cole Chandler, who's opting for lefty once again.
Yeah, and you kind of question this going back and forth here, righty-lefty.
But who are we to question it? Oh, look at that range out in left center.
That's why we're questioning it.
And Tanner Perry tips his hat to his center fielder. He could have just saved him right there.
Yeah.
That was extra bases for sure.
So we're bottom four here. Stadium Slammer is up 2-1 still. Defensive battle here.
Again, Cass is pitching a really good game out there. Nicknamed the team Mom.
Yeah, I suppose that means she brings the juice boxes for the entire team afterwards. Maybe some orange slices.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Love that.
Well, this is bringing up Travis, nicknamed Mr. McMillian. He's a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons, and Rob, I know you played that a lot as a kid.
I thought we were playing it tonight, right?
Something like that.
That is a foul ball. That's a long foul ball right there.
I guess I misspoke. It's 3-1. Our graphics guy is kind of slacking on the arm.
Call it safe.
Woo! Ty does go to the runner.
Man.
Can't
Zach Will still with a big arm.
Yeah.
They call him the babyface gunslinger. I can see why right there. It's a great nickname, too.
It is. This is bringing up Yano again. Big fan of McDonald's and all-you-can-eat Trapper's Sushi.
He's getting a lot of cheers from his teammates over there.
Well, and as he should, as he's a beer league all-star.
Back. Oh, that is trouble. Almost hits the drone. That is deep right center.
And that
he is on his horse. He is going to third.
Some runs. There we go.
Big time triple right there.
And the crowd is going bananas for that one. That's 4-1 Stadium Slammers. And that's going to bring up Kenna.
Cole had a little bit of misjudged that a little bit there in center field. I think he got a little distracted by that drone.
Yeah, it nearly clipped the drone too.
Great play by the shortstop.
Gotta love him looking back, the runner at third on that one before making the throw over.
Mr. Know-It-All.
That's a veteran move there. Yeah, and Walker's been one of those guys, he's been known to touch the pigskin a little bit in the fall.
He's touching a lot of softballs today, Mark.
Boom. Look at that play by the infield.
Walker, I mean, it's got to be those shades, man. Got to be those shades.
Ranging everywhere. Freezing the runner at third still. They're doing everything they can to stay in this ball game.
And here comes Parker up. Deeps out center. Cole's under it. No problem this time. Cole, a little bit of an adventure out there in center field, but got the job done.
Well, he was safely parked under that one. No pun intended. Good cook.
Yeah,
If he's eating that food all the
that's
time.
true. That's true.
That is not on the hobbies list for us, but
Would explain his nickname Prince Fielder as well, too.
exactly. And a once favorite of mine during the Milwaukee Brewer days.
Great brewer.
Known to,
Probably the only brewer I know.
despite his hefty weight, able to leg out a few inside the park home runs.
He's also a vegan.
That's true. He's probably the largest vegan in America.
Also true. I don't know what the delay is here. McKenna is taking her sweet time out there to left center. Who's still gonna kind of, I don't really know what she's doing. I never know what she's doing out there.
I know. Takes one for a ball.
Tanner Perry still pitching the. No, I'm sorry, Cookie.
Pops up to the shortstop.
Can of corn.
Yeah.
I am calling this one. This one is going to be a deep shot, left center field, over the pavement, home run right here.
All right.
Look at the outfield, just right on the pavement back there.
I feel like this would be a great time to lay down a bunt. Bold move. Oh, he blasted.
Did I call it? Did I call it? Oh! What a catch by Casey out there in left field.
Is he Torrey Hunter?
Woo! Bravo. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Started in the field. They are not liking that call by the commissioner.
Hey, there's no fence. Everything's
There's
in
no
play.
fence. It is completely just a heads up, crafty veteran move. The young team is not happy with that because he drove that ball a mile.
Yep, and this brings up Heine, who his hobby is giving Carson a hard time.
Simple Jack.
Tropic Thunder reference right there.
That's true.
That's about all we can say on the air about that.
That is.
You can basically catch and carry. As long as you stop, there's no fence. But if it were to hit the pavement and go, then it's a home run. Kelly, Casey, Jake.
Catherine doing a great job telling everybody the rules of the game here.
A lot of anger by this young team. Did not like that home run being taken away.
As they should have, lots on the line.
Yeah.
Intramural T-shirts, bragging rights around campus.
Yeah.
Probably other perks.
You know, I wanted a home run more than anyone. I called the shot.
I know.
Of course I wanted it.
And this brings Kelly back up to the plate.
Confidence like a mouthful of adult braces.
Blast it to third baseman.
Big Poppy
doing all that.
on it. Can't get by him.
Smile Direct Club can straighten most.
And here comes Casey, who made, thus far, the biggest play of the game out there and left. You'll see that one on SportsCenter.
Despite his ability being listed as subpar, that was certainly the play of the game today.
Whew. That's trouble. Cass plays it. Great play by Cass. They called it safe.
Great hustle play there.
Telling you, man, that speed on the base path.
Chloe's on deck.
Oh, another shot. That is back. Oh, another gem out there in left field.
He's walking the tightrope on that
He
one.
was. Matt.
A step further and he probably would have fallen into that ditch. Would not have been good.
Hey, they signed a waiver. Matt Anthony. Hobbies include studying Hindu culture. I have no idea I don't know what his hobbies are. I lost that sheet somewhere. Okay, we'll move on.
Well, I like...
He's an outside linebacker.
Yeah. I like going with that, studying in Hindu culture.
Yeah,
That
Hindu culture. Sounds
great. Sounds like a great hobby.
Cassie, Zach.
Close enough.
Cassie, Zach.
All right, we got 4-1. Still a lot of softball left here. Top six.
Ooh, it's getting to be crunch time.
Just got to push a couple across the plate.
Top of 6.
I mean, Stadium Slammer is cool, calm, collected.
Well, they've been here
relaxed
before.
out here. You can see why they haven't lost a game.
Yeah, 5-0 in the regular season. Breeze through the playoffs.
Man,
Greatness is just an inning away.
Man, those hot dogs smell good. It's a swinging bunt. Out at first.
Nothing doing on that one.
Damn it, gold glove at pitcher, man.
Yeah. It's going to bring up Zach.
One of my favorite IM players, Zach Willis.
Babyface Gunslinger.
What a nickname, and what a jersey.
Guns it to third base. Too hot to
trouble.
handle.
Oh!
Shortstop throws it into the bleachers.
Automatic double right there. Not a smart play right there. He was pretty
No.
much safe. Shortstop wanted to show off the arm a little bit.
Got him.
Been there before. I like to show off my arm a little bit too, so I don't blame him on that.
Carson, long, deep, and it's dropping for a hit.
That's
He's
gonna
gonna
score
get-
a run. That's gonna
He's
score
going
a
to get
run.
3 bases on that. Brings in a run.
Did I just see that, Mark?
You did. Every dog has their day.
I think I blacked out for a second right there, and I woke up and Carson's on third base.
It's a miracle. But you know what? This well-swung team, they have a heartbeat now, down just 2.
That was a big, big hit.
This brings up the pitcher, Cassandra, again. Pops up to shortstop.
Kind of corn. And he's ooh. Carson almost thought about it.
He really wanted that
He
one.
did.
Would have been disaster had he gone home.
That's
he was
true.
dead to right on that one.
We're okay with collisions, though. That's a problem. That's a problem. Another run. Crosses the plate.
And it's a 1-run ball game now.
McKenna with a big error out there. And
Sorry, Cass.
just one to the shortstop. Automatic. It's getting tight.
Yeah. Well swung. Down 1.
I've got a couple butterflies in my basket right now, Mark. I don't know about
Yeah, I
you.
mean, this is what you live for right here.
Top of 7. Bottom of 6.
Bottom 6.
Bottom 6.
Bottom 6. And this Slammers team
Over Mark.
just 3 outs away from the victory.
Look at this hat. We got another Red Sox fan out here.
Are you paying some of these athletes to wear Boston apparel?
You know, I don't see too much Mariner gear out here.
That's a fair point. It's more an indictment on the Mariners than anything.
Kelly Tanner.
Cole, easy play for him out there.
Yeah, Cole barely had to move on that one.
You know, they really need some insurance runs right now.
And maybe Kelly will be the spark here for Stadium Slammers.
Not a lot of respect. This
No.
outfield is moving in right now.
Patience at the plate there.
Oh, get over. She left. Here we go. Tanner Perry, pitcher,
Tanner.
coming up here.
Bottom of the order for Stadium Slammers here.
Tanner's hobby includes NASCAR and golf. Mark, you a NASCAR guy? You strike me as a NASCAR
Oh,
guy.
definitely not actually. Not auto racing. Are you saying that because I'm from Middle America? Or?
I might be saying that.
Ooh, yeah. No.
Mark, you want to... Willis on it. Boom. Gold glove at third base. Oh, 3 innings. Mark, you want to tell us a little bit about your footwear attire this past week?
Yeah, I've been rocking Birkenstocks, nothing to be ashamed of. I'm getting a lot of heat. I don't understand this. We're in the Pacific Northwest. I would have thought people embrace the Birks. I was in Wisconsin previously. People ripped on me constantly with the Birks. I thought I moved out here. People would lay off on the Birks. You've been ripping.
Just notice
You've been ripping. You've been ripping and or very critical of the footwear decision making.
I'm not one to make fun of anyone, and I wouldn't make fun of your ridiculous footwear.
Okay.
Colton is at bat. Need to come back here. Is this top 7?
This is top 7.
Down to the final 3. Comes down to Cassandra. Winners will be cheered. Losers will be booed until my throat is sore.
You might have to transfer if things don't go right at this at-bat.
This is it. Here we go. Swing. Tanner Perry fields it. Throws the first. It's game! Stadium Slammers!
Back-to-back champions! Oh, never been done before! We are witnessing history! Witnessing history!
May your gloves fly as high as your dreams.
Exactly. For all of these players, this is the culmination of their athletic careers. Nothing can top this.
Is that a cow? Let's get a shot of that cow. That cow is definitely...
It has udders, too.
Yeah. Unreal.
I mean, that's commitment right there. A cow suit? I mean, it's not cold out here, too.
No. And you've got to feel...
I can only imagine the heat generating from the cow suit.
Unreal game. Mark, who would you say, who would be your MVP right here?
Oh, wow. You know, Tanner Perry.
Tanner Perry? Again?
Yeah. You only allow 3 runs in a softball game. Make some great plays in the field.
And we got a little dance going on in that outfield. Let's pan into that dance out there. And
that's my MVP candidate.
We got a little Boston Red Sox outfield dance out there. I think we might have missed a shot, but just copying greatness right there.
I don't know about that, but who is your MVP?
You know, I would have to say Casey out there in left. Probably changed the game with that web gem out there.
It did.
Also,
quite
the base hits. Yeah. You know, I'm going to get Casey over here. We'll get a little interview action. But that's it for the IM softball season. It was a great run.
It was.
And I think that could be it for Stadium Slammers to go out on top.
Yeah.
Senior roster.
I mean, this is basically the culmination of their entire... This is the reason they went to college.
This is it.
Yeah. So, you know, how long after you've played here can you be in the Hall of Fame?
It's 4 years.
4 years?
4 years.
Okay. That's something to certainly keep in mind.
Casey, come on over here.
All right. Congratulations. Take it on.
Okay, well,
Casey, congratulations. You're the MVP today.
Thank you very much.
Kind of talk about your performance. This certainly might be the greatest athletic accomplishment in your life.
Honestly, it is, by far. It's a lot of fun playing with the guys. We live with like pretty much all of them. We have a great infield. Travis McMillian's a stud. He makes all sorts of plays. Parker, same way. Tanner. We have a lot of speed in the outfield, so it's fun to run the ball down and play to our strengths, and it's just happy we won another one.
Yeah, exactly. When you first came on campus, did you ever envision, you know what, I'm going to leave campus back-to-back softball champion?
No, I did not. I definitely did not. I did not think that would be in my possibilities, but it's been a lot of fun. And I actually got one more chance next year to hopefully get another one, so it's been a lot of fun so far.
Perfect. I was going to say, I mean, your life's pretty much all downhill from here. You really can't get much higher than this.
No, you can't. It's true. I don't know if I'll ever be able to match this fury again, so hopefully I can get another one.
Well, you know, let's talk a little bit about the offseason free agency. Do you anticipate losing a lot of guys, or are you going to have to re-up contracts? Kind of what off-season, what does it look like like front office wise?
Yeah, that's a good question. We are going to lose some guys. Some guys are going to retire. We're going to lose a pitcher. We're going to lose Tanner and Derek and Parker and Yano. So we're going to lose those guys, but we have a pretty good young nucleus coming back still with Travis and Jake and Mark and Doug. So we got to figure out. We have some roster spots to fill out for this next year for sure if we want to get back to where we were this year.
Perfect. And the last thing we're going to ask you about, that web gem out there in left field. Talk us through that. What was the thoughts going on in your mind? Just kind of relive that play for us.
Yeah, I don't even remember who hit it now. I think it was Matt Anthony. And anytime Matt hits the ball or he's up to play it, we got to get deep. And so we were just talking as an outfield to get as deep as we can, and he hit the ball in the air. And as soon as he hit my way, I started just trying to see where the warning track was and where the home run fence is going to be. So I was just trying to feel that all out, and luckily I made kind of a lucky play, I guess.
Perfect. Well, thanks for coming on, and congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Go Stadium.
And once again, that's Stadium Slammers, back-to-back league champions. Rob, do you have any final thoughts here as commissioner?
No, that's it, Mark. Thank you all for everybody coming out and playing IM softball this year. Easily the biggest event on campus, the best intramural sport on campus. And I appreciate everyone coming out. I appreciate all our refs. And Mark, I actually occasionally appreciate you for coming out here and helping us out.
I know, right?
But other than that, I guess we'll see you next year. I expect we'll probably be playing in this game next year, right?
Yeah, most likely. We'll have dial-up internet against the Stadium Slammers.
I like it. I like it. All right, well, thank you very much. See you next year.